Hello, you guys. Hey. Hello, Rosie, Erin. Welcome in. I mean, maybe you should welcome me in because you got it before me. uh-uh. So yeah, Erin is doing good, and Rosie is fine as well, and I'm doing fine. I it's getting late, but I'm gonna do this for a couple of hours, I guess. I am really getting along with this here. I mean, I finished the front panel, and I have done the straps for the shoulders, thinking I want to have them, but I'm not sure. But I'm gonna make that first, and then if I think it's good, I'm gonna keep it. And if I'm thinking no, I do not want to wear them, I'm gonna frog it. So we'll just have to wait and see. I've just started the back panel just from here. So I haven't got very far. I would have liked to finish the back panel so I can attach it to the front panel during this live, but I'm not gonna be able to. It's gonna take more than 2 hours. So then I will just have to wait until tomorrow, I guess, before that is done. Tomorrow I will be leaving for the ranch again. So I will be filming, hopefully, a bit there. I have not filmed for the vlog these last days, but today I filmed a little bit. But I'm just making these same things, right? The red sweater and this blue one. Oh, I forgot to tell you who I am for those who were watching the replay and don't know me. My name is Linda. I'm Norwegian, but I live in Spain. I'm a teacher and I love to crochet and knit. And let's see what you say. Hello, Renee. Welcome. And Rosie said, I like that color so much. Nice project. Yes, it is very vibrant, very cool. A cool tone, but kind of warm. I don't know. Hello, Kathy. Welcome. Yeah, beautiful blue. Thank you so much. And Renee says, I made a short video today. Oh, you did, Renee? Okay, I will have to watch that later. Renee, a short video, everybody, so you can go and check her out, her little video. And Erin says, I have a sister named Linda and an Aunt Rosie. Maybe it's us. Maybe even us. That is so nice. Linda and Erin. And then Aunt Rosie. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yesterday we went hiking, but we didn't do that today. So why am I so tired all of a sudden? Well, I've been sitting out on the terrace a little this evening. I mean, not this evening, this afternoon. And around 7 or a bit before 7, it was getting a little cool. So I went inside. And now I've made a mistake here. What is the mistake? There. Yeah, okay. There we go. I remember when I was at high school in Norway, in my Spanish class, we were 3 Lindas, actually. And my sister is called Ingun, and she was in the same class, the Spanish class. And there were 2 Inguns, and that's a very seldom name, pretty seldom. And actually in her class, there were 3 Inguns. So, yeah, some names are just a little bit more popular than others. But that's, yeah, how it is. 33 Celsius? Really? Wow. Californian ways, right? California, 33 degrees Celsius. Oh, I would have, well, maybe not liked to have 33 today, but like 25 would be awesome. It's been like around 20, 22 But now I guess it's down to like 15 or so, probably. Let me see what my phone tells me. It's 10 o'clock p.m. It says 13 or 12. No, it says 13 now. In an hour, it's going to go down to 12, and then 11 and 10 and 9 before it. Tomorrow it will be up to 18. That's not too much. I mean, that's not much. But it says that it was the same today. So it's not really high here, but it's much, well, it's warmer than it has been lately. It's been so cool. And Erin says, my great-grandmother was Rosa, my Aunt Rosa, and my niece's middle name is Rose. And Rosie is actually Rosa as well. And Rosie says, when I was at school, I was the only Rosie, but now the name is in fashion here. Oh, yeah? Cool. I have a Rose in my class. No, I don't. I have an Olympia, but her middle name is Rose. Olympia Rose. Can you imagine? What a beautiful name. So seldom. I've never heard of Olympia before. It's so cool. And yeah, so. Yeah, Erin loves that name, Rosie. And my dad's wife is named Rosette. No, Rosetta. Rosetta. There was something Rosetta the other day. Oh, I think. Well, we're learning about space these days, and I think. Well, the name Rosetta was something from space, and I think actually it was the kind of spaceship that landed on one of the comets. No, comet or an asteroid. Maybe it was a comet to take pictures, and I think it was called Rosetta. So I've been hearing that name lately. But that was a spaceship, kind of, or a satellite, or whatever you call them. A machine that was going to take pictures from on that comet or whatever. And Rosie says, and my neighbor's dog's name is Rosa. And Kathy says, after 78 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday, our temperatures went down to 32 at less than half. How is that even possible? That's crazy. And we had rain. Oh, okay, if it's very sunny and then it's rainy. Okay. And we had rain that turned into snow and ice, about an inch. And now it's all gone. It's about 38 Fahrenheit now. Yeah. So, of course, that's just above the freezing limits. So it's going to be raining and raining and raining instead of the snow. That's just how it is. I'm getting these songs on my mind and on my tongue that I just want to sing. But I'm going to try to not do that since I was tipped. I got the tip yesterday that I shouldn't sing these songs, that I could get banned. Do not want that to happen. So I'm going to leave the singing, unfortunately, for now. And Rosie says, yes, that's the reason for the tornadoes, etc. Oh, warm meets cold. Hello, Carrie. Welcome. She says, hello, Linda, and everyone in the chat. And Kathy says, no rain till Monday. It's pretty outside now. Cool. I mean, warm. That's nice. Yeah, Erin says, oh, I love your singing, but I understand. Yeah, it's a bummer. It really is. I really hope that could be kind of my little niche or whatever. But anyways, just gotta keep crocheting. Actually, today at school, a colleague of mine, I was wearing my my cardigan. Let me put on that cardigan. I have to show you my things, right? It's old. I made it like 2, maybe even 3 years ago. This cardigan here with my pockets and all. And the other day, a parent, also a mother in my class, oh, you look so colorful and fresh. Oh, so beautiful. Did you make it yourself? Yes, I did. And today, a colleague said, oh, it's so beautiful. Did you make it? Yeah, yeah. And I saw you made something. She had seen those, like the yellow one and the lavender and the white one with the shoulder part. I really love to that you made one for me. So, wow, maybe I get an order. Well, probably. And I was telling her that I want to have a market on my terrace, and she was just all for it. Yes, you should. And finally, I remembered to stop by the principal office and ask if I could put a note on the whiteboard or whatever down in the hallway. And she's, yeah, yeah, of course, go for it. So now I'm feeling a little bit more confident in having that market on my terrace. So I just have to get rid of all these 3 next weekends, I think, where I have to be on the ranch working and stuff. Then I just have to say to my friend that after that, I have to have a weekend for myself because I'm going to have the market. So, yeah, it is approaching. It's going to be real for sure. I'm so happy about that. Oh, let me see. Hello, Lori. Oh, yeah, hello, Lori. You're here as well. So nice. And Kathy says one of my great grandma's name was Lucy Lake, I guess. Lucy Lake. Wow. Or ice? Was it icy? No. Seriously, Icy Lake? That's amazing. That's hilarious, but really, really cool. Laurie says you would get copyright strikes first, but no reason to risk that. You just need to find things you can sing with no risk. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. La, la, la. I think it's okay. I love these colors, especially this blue and with this coral. I think it's very nice. And I like that I have different colors on the squares. This is one and this is another. One thing though, can you tell? This was the second sweater I made for grown-ups. Let me see, where's the hole? Is that the first hole or is it up here? Here's the hole. Let me see if you can tell. Can you tell? Of course you can. Look here. There. It doesn't line up. Terrible. So this was before, when I kind of didn't know what I was doing. But I don't care. I mean, I don't mind because it's mine, and And the back is just one giant square with a lot of different colors. Wasn't too fond of them, but they've been growing and growing on me. So I think they're okay now. Erin also had an Aunt Icy. Wow. Creative name, yeah. Icy Lake. I was gonna say Icy Cake. Icy Lake, very creative name, absolutely. Cool. Thank you so much, Carrie. I love the colors too. And Kathy says, my baby sister's name is Carlisle. Is it that? Or is it Charlesy? Charlesy? She was named after a great aunt. It's still wearable, yes. Yes, Carrie, it is. Absolutely. And I never button it. If I was to button it, I guess I would have to button them wrong. I don't know. Well, 1, 2, Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's okay. So it's the buttonholes that are out of order, I guess. Or I was thinking that I should, I didn't want to put in another, so this will be the right one. Let me see if I take this one. Does that line up? No. Look, now it's on the to the other extent, and either way, it doesn't add up. We're just gonna leave it open. And Kathy says, "Yay, a market for Linda. I hope you sell out." Well, I don't think I will sell out. I have so many things, but I hope I will sell some things. I think so. I think I will absolutely. And so hopefully a lot of my coworkers will come, and hopefully some of the parents from school as well. Probably some of them will. I also would like now that I have new doors, that's good. I would also like the walls to be better so the water damage isn't so visible. Now it seems just like a tore down apartment, kind of. You can see a little bit of it in that corner. This is not the worst part. So you can imagine this is a white wall. So you see the damaging part here, right? But imagine when this is not white, but it's kind of grayish brown or whatever. And when you then have those spots, not good at all. And Rosie says, Linda, I think you only need one more knot for the cardigan. One more knot? I mean, one more hole, I guess, right? If I had a hole in the right between those two, it will work. Here, if I had a hole here, it would work. I guess that's the only wrong thing about it. But then, I don't know, the others wouldn't add up. Well, it doesn't matter. I never button it. Never ever. Never ever have I ever buttoned it up. Rosie says, Linda, you could sew the buttons on where the holes are. Yeah. But no. Okay, yeah, I guess. That's true, but I've been wearing it for 2-3 years now, and I know myself, I'm not gonna do that. I guess I should, but I know that I'm not gonna do it. But the others that I made, the other cardigans that I made, they are good. Like the one that's hanging there now. I just carried my mannequin out on the terrace to have it in the background when I was filming earlier. So now I just hang up some sweaters there so it wasn't so bare in the background on this live. Just to have something to lean the eyes on. Yeah, Rosie, I'm sorry. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to that, right? It's not a very grand job, big job to do. I know. So I could do it, Rosie. You are right. Carrie says, I was wondering where the mannequin was. Yeah. Also, I'm kind of getting bored with it all always having the coral top, like the white and this one. No, the yellow and this one on the mannequin, but yeah, that's just how it is. Because what? Yeah, because I haven't finished on any other things. I could, of course, hang on one of those instead, but yeah. It is what it is. And I was going to film some TikToks earlier, but I didn't. So I have to do that tomorrow. And now I have to do it. Not just putting it away for later. Like I kind of feel like I always do lately. And pearls. It's a bit tricky when I'm starting with the pearl how to take off the first stitch, but I manage. I do. Today I brought this sweater with me to work at school because I had some time, lunch break and stuff, but I didn't do anything because I didn't have time today. Sometimes I have other things that I need to do, so I don't I can't just take it out. So today I didn't. But I've done I think 17 pattern rounds, if I'm not mistaken. And Erin asks if I ever go live on TikTok. I have never gone live on TikTok. I haven't. Uh, I have kind of heard that it is an option, but I will. I'm a little bit. Oops, should I go live on TikTok? But maybe that's what I should do. When I never. I've tried to use my phone like vertically to go online with YouTube, but I haven't gotten that to work. Maybe I should do a TikTok live then. Maybe I should. I'm not sure if I am. I think you have to reach whatever in order to do that, but maybe I have reached it. I don't know. Do you know what the rules are for that, Erin? And Rosie says, like and subscribe if you haven't, and let the hearts fly for Linda, everyone. Thank you so much, Rosie. Oh. And Erin says, I think you should try it. Maybe I should. Let me see what my TikTok says. Well, oops. I have a bit more than 1,000 subscribers. No, followers. What do I have to have? I have like 9,500 likes all in all. I have my biggest video. I mean, the most viewers I have actually almost 22,000. But normally it's around 1,000 or up until 1,000. The last one was 214, and that was, well, it was the mannequin sweater. So it's not like it's really much, but around 1,000 for a lot of them. But I haven't made, it's been such a long time. All of these cardigans and stuff that I've made since early fall have not been filmed and put on TikTok. I should have done that. Haven't done any of that. And Erin thinks I should try it. And you can do music there. Yeah, that's true. Lori says, I'm currently helping the 15-year-old with a probability project. Oh, for mathematics and physics or something like that, right? Yeah. Like Kathy says, that sounds interesting. Probability? What's the probability if I have a dice? What's the probability that I get a 2? Well, it's 1 in 6. So that's probability, right? Laurie says that TikTok had different roles. And Rosie says, yeah, it sounds like maths. Laurie's element, mathematics class. Mm-mm. And Carrie says, no math for me. Yeah, there are. It's nah. I made a mistake. What on earth? No, this is crazy. No, 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 no. This cannot happen. This cannot be happening. I have to think here. Oh, how can I fix this? Is it or what? Oh, well, now it's supposed to be like this, but is that correct then? Oh, maybe it is correct. Oh, I haven't made a mistake. Or did I? Yeah, this is wrong. This is so wrong. But how far does it go? How deep is this? This mistake. I have to go back a little. Still. Still not good. Really not. Tomorrow we're gonna fly to Mars. My class, we're gonna fly to Mars. And today, I bought a mirror yesterday from IKEA because we were gonna fly standing behind the mirror like this. Well, it was a big mirror, not like this little phone, like this. And we were lifting the leg, and then you could see in the mirror that you were flying. It didn't work as I remember seeing it 30 years ago. So I don't know. Bought a mirror for no purpose, kind of. But it was fun. It was fun for the children. They laughed. Um, what is this? Oof, oof, oof. Oh no, I think it's okay. Not sure though. Yeah, it must be. Do I have to go all the way back? No, this must be. I don't get it. This is correct, right? Oh, but what is this? I'm getting so confused. I'm thinking I'm making mistakes, but I don't think they are mistakes. It's so difficult to see these two knits and two pearls sometimes. So yeah, I think I will knit there, and then I will take the other project that's easier to follow, as I have to look in the chat and talk to you guys, kind of focusing a little bit more. Oh, there's a lot of text here. Let me see. Michael? Is Michael here? Welcome. Oh my goodness, there's so many things. Oh, yeah, that's probability. And Michael said, I just never could get into posting or anything on TikTok. YouTube takes up a lot of my time already with filming tutorials, etc. Yeah, and of course the TikTok takes much less time, but it's all the changing. Okay, putting this on the mannequin, taking it off, putting another thing. I'm a bit lazy on that, I guess. Kathy says my son would have to have his dad would have to help his dad with his math. I was reading an history. My son would have to have his had help with his math. Okay. Mm. And Erin says, I think you can't show labels and brands, but you can play or sing music all you want. Really? Okay, okay. Then I guess my name there should be Linda Saxede, the singing crocheter. And oops, let me see. I have to read everything here. Carrie says that's great that the kids have fun. School should include some fun. Absolutely. And Laurie says, yes, my stepdaughter has to create a game, and now we're showing that all events are independent, specific definition in math, and conditional probabilities don't change the probability. Harder stuff, yeah. It's well, okay. Since we're into probabilities, I want this to be for others than Laurie first, but then I guess Laurie will have the answer because she's very clever with these math things. In a drawer, there are 10 white socks and 10 black socks. So the question is, and the challenge is, if the room gets pitch dark, pitch black, and you were gonna find a pair of socks to put on, how many, and you go into this room, you can't see anything, and you open the drawers, how many socks would you have to pull out of the drawer to be sure you get a pair you can use of the same size, color, of course? How many? Think of that, and I will read these. And Erin asks how Michael is doing. Michael says, Erin, all right, just arguing with a VA, veterinarian, to get a surgery scheduled. How are you? And Rosie says, sounds quite complicated, Laurie. That's over my head, Laurie, says Kathy. That hurts my head, says Carrie. And Erin says, I'm doing good, Michaels. I'm at home in a boot for 3 weeks. In a boot. Whoops. Michael, it's awful. You have to fight. And Carrie's just joking around. And then Michael hopes Erin's healing well. And Erin hopes the VA helps you out, Michael. And Carrie says, I'm sorry you have to fight for what you need, Michael. Frustrating. I hope you are on the road to recovery. Oh, so it's not for your dog or something. It's for you. Something has happened to you. What is VA? Veteran? No, what is it? Yeah, I don't understand that. Laurie says, I taught statistics. This is the stuff that's even over some other math teachers' heads, so no worries. And Erin answers to my question 20. No, I mean Canada first and then 20. Canada was the one I was laughing at. She says 20. I wasn't laughing at that, but that is that or 11 is the answer that most people say. But Rosie says 3. And Rosie is very clever as well. I bet Laurie would say 3 as well. Erin says, I'm not lucky. I would have to take out all the socks. Renee says, I'm not missing teaching these days. I'm spending out more time writing my book and knitting. Oh, that also sounds so wonderful. To do things that you love to do. And Laurie says, yes, 3 to get at least 2 that match. Explanation. Everybody thinks, everybody. Many thinks that, it needs to be at least 11 to be sure you have a pair. But no. The first sock you pick, it can either be white or black. Let's say it's black. Then you take another one, and it must be white or black. So if it's white, then you have one of each. The next one will be either white or black. So then you will have a pair. So 3 socks is the right answer. I love that. It's a little tricky, and then when people get it, they say, "Of course." Then it's yeah. Veterans administrations. Is that veteran from the wars and stuff for the like the Vietnam War and these things? And Rosie has 30 different types of socks. Veterans Administration, also referred to Veterans Hospital, depending on context. Oh, okay. And Aaron stands by 20. After the explanation, do you still stand back behind 20? If so, that must mean I'm done teaching. I mean, then my explanation is bad. Lower says, Michael, statistics is the second most failed class in college. I hated it in college and learned to love it later. And Carrie says, thankfully, I did not have to take statistics in college. And Kathy says, anyone that served in the military. Okay, of course. Veteran is anyone who served in the military, yeah. You could still pick 3 white or 3 black socks. Yeah, but then you have a pair already. Right, Carrie? If you have 3 white socks, you have a pair. You have 2 of them is a pair. Now I think oh, of course. That because it's so obvious, but it's so obvious and it's so easy that it's difficult. It's like, but I could have 10 white socks, so I wouldn't get to. But the question wasn't to get an uneven pair, to be sure you have an uneven pair. It was to be sure you have an even pair. So then it's just, oh, of course. Aaron says, I'm not arguing, you're teaching. I just know me. And Renee says, the only veteran benefit I have ever used was the VA home loan. I wouldn't know where to begin. Laura says, yes, Michael. Michael made an important correction to my answer. Okay. Who served in the military honorably. Yeah. Of course, there could be people who didn't do it honorably. And there, Carrie got it. My brain does not get statistics. But I thought you got it. I read that you got it. Rosie says, if you pick a blue one, it's the wrong drawer. Yeah. And Michael says, Renee, the VA home loan is one of the best benefits. Healthcare depends on your region, on if it's bad or not. Oh, let me go to the direct chat because it's always the bad thing here. I heard it's gotten better, but not sure, Michael says, Renee. Let's see. I was going to knit the rest of this line before I go on to the red sweater. The red sweater. I've got a red sweater lying on my table, waiting for me to knit it. Copyright. I mean, my own song. Not copyright. Ay. And Lori says, now asking about the probability of choosing a matching pair in the first 2 is a whole mess. What? The probability of choosing a matching pair in the first 2. In the first 2? In the first 2 picks? Yeah, what's the probability of that? Is it 1 in 3? It must be 1 in 3, right? Well, I guess the first sock that you pick shouldn't count as a pick, of course, because you cannot make a pair with one. But I guess that is kind of like a pick. So you have to, it's 1 in 3, or it would be 1 in 2 if you skip the first. Because then, if you have white, and then the next you pick is a black or a white, then it's 50%. The probability will be 50% after the first sock. Probably, right? And Michael says, only math I use these days is if my stitch count is right or not. Yeah, that's the most important thing for us, that we count correctly. And I've been better at it. I have started to really count. Actually, today I used my hand. Can you see? When I was doing the front panel here, I was, instead of me going back and count, because it's very difficult to count as well, I was actually keeping track of how many. So the two here is that I made twice. I decreased back and forth twice. And then I had 12. You can see I take 12 there. 5, 10, 11, 12. That was when I decreased one every 2 rows, 12 times. And then I made the 5 last rounds without any increase. I decreased, sorry. So yeah, I used my hand to write it down. I didn't have a paper. And then I did the same on the other side. And Rosie asks if it's 1 in 11. I would think it's 1 in 2 or 1 in 3. And Laurie says, my hubby is currently fighting with the VA about disability designation because he was exposed to the burn pits and had asthma and a CPAP. The burn pits, oh, sorry, is that something with fire at least? And Renee says, I'm feeling pretty good about teaching my grandson math for 5 years. Oh, for 5 years. He's not 5 years old, but during 5 years. He's back in school getting A's. Wow, cool. I have to take a win where I can get it these days. Yeah, that's amazing. Very, very good, Renee. Very good. And Laurie has to write it down. You don't trust your head math. And Renee can't do mental math either. Rosie says, I want to stay polite, so I don't talk about USA healthcare, especially for veterans or poor people. Hello, Judith! So nice of you to join, Judith. I'm thinking you have been here before. Am I right? But maybe it's been a while. So nice to see somebody who pops up like that. But am I right that you have been here? Judith Butker? Laurie says it was Afghanistan. Yeah, Rosie. Yeah, I'm the Judith. I'm thinking she's been there before, Rosie. Kind of. The name is kind of. I'm not sure, but I feel like she has been here before. Oh, Laurie says the answer is 9 to 38. 9 in 38. Wow, really? Like I said, it's a whole mess and way more complex. Do you mean if in the drawer? 938s, I don't get that. That's beyond, above my pay grade. Or whatever. Burn pits are pits we used in Iraq and Afghanistan to burn our bodily waste with diesel and fuel. Okay, then I get it. Mm. And Renee says, my ex-husband got the Gulf War illnesses too. He has the disability designation. There are so many who have these things. Laurie says, Rosie, the U.S. healthcare system is so frustrating. Yeah. And Judith says, yes, I've been here before. Wish I could be here often. That is so nice. I knew you had been there before. Thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate that. And Laurie says, Renee, good to know someone was successful in getting the designation. Yeah, so then Rosie welcomes you back. Now I am done with this round. I'm going to put this away for a bit. So the back panel is on its way while the front panel is done. This huge thing that is going to be my own sweater, t-shirt, whatever. I have these straps. Just going to have to see how it turns out. So now for this. And I just, earlier today, I measured for real, and now, hallelujah. Oh, I can't sing that. Well, maybe I can, because I guess that's not copyrighted. But okay. This is perfect in size now. Finally, the width is good. It is 52. That means 104 centimeters. So that is just perfect for the large. Finally. Oof. And Judith says, Lynn, I need a reminder. Do you live in Spain or Portugal? Yeah, I live in Spain. I live in Malaga in the south of Spain. Originally from Norway, though. I moved here 12 and a half years ago. And I teach at a Norwegian school. And that is pretty cool. So there are around 130, 40 students at our school, Norwegians. And I teach first graders this year. So there are 10. A gorgeous, beautiful, nice set of a group of 6-7-year-olds. Really, really nice. Oh, Renee has to go. Time to go pick up the boy. Yeah, have a great day to you too, Renee. Thank you for being here. See you later, alligator. And Michael said, oh, I love that red and white together, like that. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you. This pattern is called Islender. It's a Norwegian. But it looks like it's quite resemblance to the hound tooth we found out a year ago or so, or half a year ago maybe. So hound tooth, but it's really, really nice. I love these colors. So I have had to frog this so many times. Started again for the 5th time. I had to frog. So I started here by the ribbing and up for the 5th time on Tuesday, I think. Monday or Tuesday. So now I'm gonna finally get to the top. Finally. Yeah, it is finally the right size, Kathy. Absolutely. So, phew. Oh my goodness. It's been a while. It's been some frogging. The last sweater that I made for this client also needed to be frogged once. I'd done all the sweater except 5 centimeters when I discovered it was way too wide. So I had to frog it. And now I actually think it's a little on the small side, but she's already got it. I hope it fits. It wasn't my client's, but her daughter-in-law or something, living in New York or in London or something. So I haven't heard if it fits her yet. Hope it does. And Carrie says, I have to go as well. Chores await, but I will keep listening. Have a great day and night, everyone. Thank you so much, Carrie, and have a nice go at your chores. We have to do them sometimes, unfortunately, but it does get good in the end then. And Kathy says, did you change needle size? No, I didn't. I stuck with the 3.5, but I changed my tension and I increased a little. Well, no, I had already increased, but now I don't even remember if it was too wide or too narrow. I think it was too narrow. I don't remember, but it's been too narrow, too wide, too narrow, too wide. Now it's perfect, and I use the same needle. Yes, yes, Rosie, finally now I can finish it. So I bet next week it will be finished. It should be finished. I may take another week. I want to prioritize my blue sweater. That is my own. I hope that will be ready, be done by, I don't know. It should be good to have it done by Sunday. Hopefully. I think I'll be done with the back panel like tomorrow, and then it's just the sleeves left. And the neckline, but that's quick. And of course, if I don't like the openness on the shoulder parts, on the shoulders, then I will have to do it again, but we'll see. We will see what I think of it. And Kathy says, I put up a new video Monday evening and I have my yarn cubes all together now to start organizing my yarn. That is awesome. So the Monday evening that was, so in the past, right? It's not that you're gonna do it, but you did it on Monday. Then we'll just have to go and watch that. I'm just gonna make myself remember that. What? No. That was not. Here we go. Yeah. Then I can see that later. Easily. Oops. Oh, there you are. You did it already. Okay, on Monday. Last Monday. Good. Well, this Monday that was. A couple of days ago. Sometimes a little bit of the white yarn is getting stuck on the last stitch. And Michael says, well, you all have a great day, evening or night. Gotta cook dinner. Thank you so much, Michael, for being here. And yeah, have a very nice afternoon, I guess, and evening. And hope to see you soon again. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, 12 likes. Thank you so much for all the likes, people. I got some heart earlier. That was so nice also. And Kathy says, Michael, you too. What's for dinner? I had some chicken and I forgot it in the oven. It was in there for 20 minutes longer, or 1 hour and 20 minutes longer. I think it was 20 minutes longer than it should. So it was a bit burnt, but I didn't have it on a very, very, very hot temperature, luckily. But it was a little on the dry side, but it was okay. And Michael says, Kathy, patty melts and fries? Patty? What's patty? And you, Judith, if you don't mind me asking, I don't remember, where are you from? hamburger. Oh, a patty is a hamburger. Mm. Okie dokie. A hamburger that melts in your mouth, it seems. Yummy, yummy. Should we do a little quiz thing now? I mean, there are 10 people here. We are so, like, maybe sometimes it's like 12 and 14. So, should we maybe do some I guess the geography is the easiest. Here are some geography and history. Quiz! Yeah, Kathy wants quiz and Rosie wants quiz and Erin wants quiz. Yoo! That's fantastic. Very good. I hope we haven't had these before. Okay. Mention a city in Norway starting with the letter B. Yeah, right. Bergen. Now, let me see. Okay, this is a cool one. You're gonna get points. You can get 2 points, 4 points, or 6 points according to what your answer is. So if the answer is a very kind of like a difficult answer, then you get more points than if it's something very obvious. So, okay, this first question. Yeah, you knew Bergen, Rosie. This first one is, mention a country that Russia shares a border to. A country that Russia shares a border to. And there are lots of countries. Ukraine, that is a... Oh, I have to write down the points. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I knew something was missing. Ukraine is a 2 point. That was Rosie. 2. And Sweden, that was Lori. Sweden. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a border with Sweden. China, Rosie. Yeah, China is also a 2 pointer. Afghanistan is a. This is not right. I mean, oh, you know what? Earlier they had a border, but now that these other countries are in between, it doesn't have a border with Afghanistan anymore. Lori says Latvia. Yeah, that's a 2 pointer. That was Lori. And Tibet. No, it can't be. I think no, because that's under China. Estonia, yes, Lori. That is also a 2 pointer. Belarus, Rosie, yes, that is a 2 pointer. And Finland, Erin, that is correct. That was Erin. Finland is a 2 pointer. Norway, Kathy, that is a 2 pointer. Kathy. Estonia, we've already said that. Lithuania, Lori, yeah, that is a 2 pointer. Georgia, Lori, yes, that is a 4 pointer. Latvia, already said. Poland, yeah, no, not anymore. Not since all of this wasn't Soviet. Kazakhstan, yes, Lori, that is 4 pointer. Georgia is already said, and China is already said, I think. Didn't we say China up here? Yeah, yes, we did. North Korea, yeah, absolutely. And that is a 6 pointer, Lori. Whew. Finland has already been said. Azerbaijan. Yes, Azerbaijan is a 6-pointer, Kathy. Japan. No, Japan is an island, so that hasn't got borders with anyone. Let's see what we're lacking here. Sorry, who said Poland first? Poland is here. Was it Lori? Yeah, I think so. Lori, Poland, you get 2 points for it. And let's see what we missed then. There's just one country we haven't said. Hungary, no, far from it. But it is north of China, between China and Russia. Yeah, Lori, you said Poland earlier, and I think I said that. No, that's not. It was before, but not now. But yes, it is. Tibet, no. But it is. It's a longer name. It starts with an M. The last. It's a 4-pointer. Yeah, Mongolia, Kathy. 4 points to you. Okay, that was a good one. That was a really, really good one. Sorry, Erin. Kathy was a little earlier. This is a little difficult because this is a Norwegian, so there may be a slight difference in how we spell these capitals, but we're gonna try. Mention a capital in the world that has less than 5 letters. So 4 or less letters. Capitals in the world. I think these are more or less good. Vienna, yes. Vienna, let's see. It's a 2-pointer. That was for Rosie. Yeah, Rosie, 2 points. Paris, that has 5 letters, so it's going to be less than 5. So 4 or less. Paris, je t'aime. My country, I mean, not Spain, but my original country. Yeah, Kathy, that's correct. Oslo in Norway, a 2-pointer. We have Latvia. What's the capital of Latvia? Anybody who knows? Anyone? Or in oh my goodness. Judith says, I was born in Peru. En serio? I lived in the US for over 30 years. In Peru right now, I speak Quechua, Castellano, Peruvian Spanish. Yeah, but Castellano, that's what we speak here as well. But in Catalonia, they speak Catalan and English. Forgot German, lack of practice. Pero qué chulo. Yo he estado en Perú 2 veces. I've been to Peru twice. I have been to Lima, I've been to Arequipa and Iquitos en la Selva and Hilo and Tacna. You from? Yeah, Lima. Yeah, good. Nuuk. Oh my goodness, Nuuk should be here. That's Greenland, but since Greenland is not a country per se, it doesn't say here. It's under Denmark. But Lima, yeah, you're gonna get 2 points. That was Rosie. Yeah, sorry, Judith, but Rosie was quicker. Hello, Suzanne. You're from Wales, yeah? Good evening. I'm knitting, she says. Very nice. Nice of you to join. That's great. We're having a quiz right now, and we are at mention a capital in the world with less than 5 letters. So we have had Oslo in Norway. We've had Vienne in Austria, Vienna, but it's Vienne in Norwegian, which the game is from, and also in German, I guess. And we've had Lima from Peru. I can tell you that Switzerland, the capital of Switzerland, is 4 letters. And Rosie says, I got my name from Rosa of Lima. Oh, cool. Didn't know that. And we have Latvia, and Ukraine has also capitals with 4 letters. And Azerbaijan and Switzerland. And then we have these difficult ones. East Timor, Fiji, Maldives, South Sudan, Togo, Samoa, and Qatar. Bern. Yes, correct. That's a 4-pointer, Rosie. I'm thinking this was a difficult one, so maybe I should just say them. No, one of them you know. Italy. You have to know that. Rome. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give you both. Since Rosen didn't write the whole name, I'm gonna give both of you 1 point each. You and Erin. It was a 2-pointer. I'm a bit strict now. Oh, Rom in German. Okay. And in Norwegian it's Roma with an A. Yeah, maybe I should give it. I should give it to you, Rosie. Sorry, Erin. Changed my mind. Okay. Let me say the other ones. Latvia, that is Riga. And Ukraine, Kiev. I'm not sure how it's spelled in English, but it's Kiev in Norwegian. And then we have Azerbaijan, Baku. In Dili in East Timor, Suva in Fiji. The Maldives have Male, and South Sudan, Yuba. Togo has Lomé. Samoa has Apia, and Qatar has Doha. Well, those latest were difficult, really difficult. Oh, we've had this before, but it doesn't matter. We can have it again. Or maybe not. I'm going to skip it. Oh, we've had these. Let me see if there are more. I think music is not. I think that it is the geography and history that's the best for us. I can try with some science, but it's not so easy. Well, we're just gonna use it as a quiz with just 1 point now then. Who was the first person on the moon? First person on the moon. Neil Armstrong, Rosie. 1 point. Oh, it's a 2-pointer, so I can give you the 2. The first person who discovered. Just a moment. Yeah. The first person who discovered America. Nope. It was not Columbus. It was a Norwegian. 500 years before. And who was that? What was his name? It's kind of a trick question. It's a 4-pointer. Columbus was in 1492, but this other person was in, I don't know, 900. It was a Viking. Do you remember his name? I'm sure that you guys in USA have learned about him. But if you don't know, I will. Yeah, Leif Erikson, Kathy. That's correct. That's a 4-pointer. Good. Leif Erikson, Canada. The next question. Who stood behind the evolution theory? The theory of evolution. Who made that kind of? We were taught, but never the name. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Darwin, yes, Erin. That is a 2-pointer. And then this person was viewed upon as a symbol for the Black Americans' militant battle. This black he was viewed upon as a symbol for the Black Americans' militant battle. I should say that his, I'm not sure, but it seems like its surname is just one letter. Oh my goodness, no. What's happening? Malcolm X. Correct, Rosie. And that is a 4-pointer. And then the last one. The first woman to fly alone across the Atlantic Ocean. Amelia Earhart. Correct, Erin. And that was a 6-pointer. Great job. Okay, this is kind of a cool one, maybe. Which country has... this is a little bit silly, that what is 2-pointer and what is 6-pointer. But anyways, which country has the dial code for the country plus 45? Plus 45. I drew a blank. If you think that this is a Norwegian quiz, this is a 2-pointer. It's not France, but we're in Europe. It is not Norway, because that would be too easy, being a Norwegian. Denmark, yeah, Erin, correct. A 2-pointer for Erin. Who has plus 48? it's so difficult, these things. Just got the news that my DIL's aunt lost her battle with cancer. Oh, but my DILs, I'm not sure what that is, but oh, that's. I'm sorry to hear that, Kathy. Mm, that is so sad. Your daughter-in-law? No, really? Oh no. So she was pretty young, also, I guess. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, my heart goes out to you. Oh, that must be so difficult for your son and the family as well, and her family. Oof. Oh, I mean, oh, her aunt. Oh, sorry. I thought it was your daughter-in-law. No, it was her aunt. Oh, okay. But the aunt was younger than you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so scary, that cancer thing. So many people are, I mean, get that disease. It's getting better that many different cancers, illnesses can be cured than before. That is very good, but not all. So that's really sad. Thank you for sharing. I think this dialing thing is kind of, it's not. I guess I should have to say the first letter of these countries. So plus 48 starts with a P. The country with plus 48. Poland, correct, Darren. 4 points. And then we have plus 90, and it starts with a T. With a T. Plus 90. It's not Thailand. It's Turkey. Yes, Aaron. That is another 4-pointer. And then we have plus 66. It is also starting with a T. It's not Togo, but you know it, Rosie, I should say. It's not Tasmania. Tasmania is a part of Australia, though. Yes, it's Thailand. Correct. And that's a 6-pointer, Rosie. And Suzanne says, I am sad in my bedroom. Dad is passed away with all the angels. I'm sad in my bedroom. They're crying. I am the 10th in my mom. I'm so sorry. So your dad just passed away? Like today or something? Yeah. I'm so sorry for your loss, Suzanne. I've been thinking quite a bit about my own dad these days. He has got cancer, but he is 77. The other day he turned 77, and but the doctors have told him that he won't die from the disease, but with the disease. So, but it's get when you get these diseases, it gets pretty close. So you keep thinking about when and what's going to happen, right? So I'm really, really sorry for your loss, Suzanne. Yeah, our heart go out to you guys, both of you. Kind of feeling a little bit inappropriate, almost having a quiz in all of these sad things. And Kathy says, "Oh, Linda, keeping him in my prayers and sending you hugs. Thank you so much. Thank you." My mom also had cancer, but she's kind of miraculously cured. We were thinking she had uncurable lung cancer with mutations. No, well, it had spread, but actually they didn't find it in the lungs. But she responded so well to immune therapy that now, almost 10 years later, she's normal. So that is amazing. She's 78. And Judith says, "Have to get going. See you all next time." Yeah, thank you so much for being here, Judith. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and lots of prayers and hugs to Kathy and Suzanne. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, good night, nighty. Yeah, I also think that it's kind of like a miracle. I mean, what? Are you well? We were thinking like, oh, she's gonna have like tops 2 years. I was thinking. Nobody told me that, but that was what we were thinking because she got that uncurable disease. It's they said. But no, she's back to normal. Oh, she's older, of course. Like I am also older. Oh, thank you for all of those hearts, people. That is awesome. Oh, yeah. What are you guys working on? I bet you have a project in your hands. Most of you. Erin says, "I'm joining squares for a blanket." Oh, that's nice. Are you doing as you go? Like crocheting them together, or are you slip stitching? Doing it single crochet join as you go. Okay, yeah. Okie dokie. La, 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 la. I had one more number on that quiz card, but I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take that. What is the country code for no, I mean, which country has the country code plus 234, 234? It starts with an N. Rosie did not do any crochet today. But Erin says they are 10 inches squares, not granny. Oh, yeah, okay. That's why you did single crochet instead of the granny cluster. It's not Norway. No, we got 47 plus 47. And 44 is England or the UK, I think. Netherlands, no. 234 is way off there. Everybody should know though, because they try to scam everybody, right? Many of them. And Kathy says, my mom is a walking miracle. She had two aneurysms, one busted. Wow. And that's how they found them. Then she had a couple of strokes and then got hit by a tick. No. Which gave her Lyme's disease, and she's 79. Oh my goodness. All of that at the same time. That is horrible. Mm. I guess she's old, and she walks about 5 miles a day. Oh my goodness, that is so much credit to her. Nigeria is correct, Aaron. 6 points. That is amazing that she does 5 miles a day. I should do that. Yesterday I did though, but that was not voluntarily. That was because of my school trip with the pupils that we were walking and walking and walking. Walking on sunshine? Nah. Yeah, you should too walk too, yeah. And actually today I was feeling like, I'm a little bit motivated to go walking. It lasted for 2 minutes or 2 seconds, 3 seconds or something. And I didn't do anything when I got home. Should have just gone out. Or maybe I actually should drive directly to the beach and go walking by the beach before I go home after my work. I don't like to go walking right outside here where I live because it's so steep. So I have to, it's so steep. So I have to go back up again when I go home. Yeah, the kids loved it. Absolutely. And I was joking with them. Well, I remember some weeks ago we were going to the skating rink and we had to walk there. And they were like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? It's a long way. And that was a bit shorter than yesterday. It was the same ways per se, but not as far down. And then told them in the morning that it's going to be a long walk, just as you know, so you know. So please don't. You don't have to ask if are we there yet? Are we there yet? Because it is far. And so they were quite well. Of course, they were joking, and then how far is it? How far is it? Like just for fun, not really complaining, just being silly, you know. But then after a while, I said, "Well, okay, enough of this silliness now. It's okay. I know what you mean now." And then I said that when they continued, I said that, well, the first person who says that now has to carry all of the bags on the way home. Of course, one of them said it anyway because he found it kind of funny. And I didn't mean it, of course. You couldn't be carrying all of the bags home. So I said it with a smile on my face, of course. A little irony, a little obvious irony. And Kathy is knitting a bunny book bunnies to give out. Yeah, that is so cool. Oh, bunny buddies. Yeah, bunny book buddies. And Rosie says 6,256 steps made while shopping. Whoa, yeah, that's good. With all of that for shopping, woo, that's pretty good. Yeah, Kathy. I sometimes I say these things. Well, I exaggerate my my humor. Yeah, like for example, well, if you do that, then I will just nail you to the wall. I will take you in the ear and I will put the nail in that and on the wall in the other ear. Just joking, you know. And then one of the boys came to me with his pencil broken into, and he said, "My pencil broke." And I looked at him, knowing that he did it on purpose. This is not good. This doesn't get broken on its own. You cannot do this. Looking at him and knowing that he knew that he couldn't do it. Oh, he shouldn't have done it. This is not good. I think now I have to take this inside your ear and out on the other side, and or put it on the nail you to the wall now. Just laughing, and so it wouldn't be so serious. But I hope he understood that you cannot be doing this. So he got a new pencil. Well, I can use this one, the little short one. I don't want you to use that short. So he got a new one. And Rosie says, I go to several shops to save money and I walk instead, walk wherever I can. And that is absolutely great, as Kathy says. Rosie loves shopping. I do not love shopping. Grocery shopping, I don't like it. Shopping for clothes, I don't like that either. But if I know I need this or that, then it's okay. As the other day, I knew I needed some new shoes because I want these slip-ins, so I don't have to bend down and tie my shoelaces and stuff. And I don't even need to use the help to get on the shoe on. And I had them in white, and they get so dirty all the time. So I wanted to have them in another color, in a black or whatever. So I went there. I went in, found them, put them on, went to the cashier. Can you find me the other one? Good. Put them on and walked out of that. That's efficiency. Just in and out. That's what I want. And if I am buying clothes, also, if I know that I need maybe a couple of more tops, for example, I get into the store. I find this is like 8 to 10 things maybe. Go to the dressing room, try them on, and leave with 3 or 4 maybe. And then that's done for the year. So kind of efficient most of the time. It's not my forte to go shopping. And shopping for like decorations in the house or flowers and stuff like that. Oof, no. But speaking about yarn, that's another story. That's like a candy store for us crocheters and knitters. You could spend hours and hours in the yarn store. I could at least. Especially if the prices are not too high, which they are often actually. Oh, I'm itching. And Rosa says, I love secondhand shops too. That's good. And Kathy says, I can shop yarn all day. Yeah. But I mostly shop online, my yarn. Not the cotton yarn, I buy, well, some of it in the China store. Anything else? No, thanks, says Kathy. Then we're in the same boat, Kathy. Chaka. Give me 5. There and there. Yeah, high five. Yeah. Do you know this one? Give me 5. On the side. to the low. You're just low. I love doing that with the children or with my friends. Whoever. Whoever gets in my way. La 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 la. And Kathy says, "Yep, my son loved to do that when he was little." Good. And Rosie says, "Nice colors, but too pricey. What is?" Oh, I missed that. I saw a ball of cotton yarn today, 10 euros. If it was a cone, then maybe, but a ball of cotton yarn, that's horrible. 10 euros? Oof. This yarn that I use for this, I buy for 2-3 euros. And it's 75 grams. And the other yarn, I think also I buy for no, that is 1.5 euros. And that is 50 gram. So I'm glad I have found some cheap cotton yarn that I like using. Yes, it's a good price. Absolutely. Yes, it is really a great price. Should I see if I can find some more questions? Maybe we gotta take one more card, can't we? Oh, Erin says something. I'm using Karen's cinnamon swirl cakes for this blanket. They were $14.99. Karen's cinnamon swirl cakes. I don't think the cakes are very big. If it was a cone, it would be a lot of yarn on it. But cakes doesn't seem much. So $14.99. Ooh, pretty steep. And Rosie said, "I'm glad that I have enough yarn in case of a financial crisis." Yeah, me too. They went up a lot, says Aaron. And Kathy says, "I learned to make a circle in shuttle tatting yesterday now to practice it." A circle in shuttle tatting. Shuttle tatting. I have no idea what it is. 227 grams. Okay, that is kind of like four or five times the thing that I have. Still a bit pricey in comparison. Pretty big. Absolutely. Yeah, Rose has to pay for the vet for the cat. Yeah, lace making. Ooh, 372 meters. Whoa. Oh, the other day. Yeah, one of my girls, she's 7 in class. She's been so occupied with measuring things. We have this meter, and I'm gonna see how far it is from this wall to that wall. So she measured it 6 meters or so, and then she measured one. This one is 6 meters and 2 kilometers. Kilometers. Oh, it's not kilometers. Oh no, centimeters. Yeah, correct. So these children, they don't know much of these names of the length and stuff. That's just so much fun. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've got 18 pattern rounds now. That is good. Rosie says, do you eat Mars bars on Mars tomorrow? Huh, good idea. But I don't think so. Well, maybe I could stop at the gas station on the way. I do normally have Mars there. Should we do that? I'm not sure. We shouldn't have sweets in school. Some parents are very, not in my class actually, but I don't think. Well, it's Mars, and it's Mars. I've given them biscuits, Maria biscuits. These were not easy. It's never easy. Oh, shh. Okay, I've got another, finally, another card here that we can take. Let's see. Oh, I'm just gonna read something first. Erin says, this cake is pink, orange, and yellows and purple. It's so pretty. Cool. A lot of colors. Hello, Gloria. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back, I must say, because I think you've been here a couple of times, haven't you? I think so. Okay, let's take this question, or I mean, different questions. These are about inventions. So, who invented the thermometer? Do you say that? The thermometer for heat. Who was that? Who invented that? It's not Celsius. He has a pretty cool name, I think. And it starts with a G. Oy. Starts with a G. And it actually both names starts with a G. And it's a pretty cool name. It's a 4-pointer. The thermometer. Yes, it's Galileo Galilei. Correct, Aaron. 4-pointer goes to you. Galileo Galilei. And the next one is, oh, how do you say that in English? Well, it's kind of the lamp that glows. I mean, kind of a lamp. Hope you know what I mean. Hi, Hyun. Is that what you say? I don't think I've seen you here before. That's so nice of you to join. I didn't even recognize that it was another person that I haven't seen before. That's so nice. Welcome, welcome to our little quiz area and knitting, crocheting. This is the sweater I'm working on. Was working on this earlier. It's not a lava lamp. It was a lamp, I guess, in the earlier days. And Hyun says, "Yeah, this is my first time. I'm so happy I caught the light." Oh, that's awesome. Where are you from? I find your name so interesting. Oil lamp? Maybe kind of more or less oil lamp. Yeah, maybe. No, it's not the oil lamp. It's like the electricity lamp. Yeah. You're from Korea. That's so awesome. There was once another person from Korea here, and that was so nice. I have a map where I scratch off all the countries where my viewers are from, if they tell me where they're from. So I scratch off this country, and I've already scratched off South Korea, and you're probably from the South. I bet. I bet if you were from the North, you wouldn't have access to internet with us, probably. That is so nice. Tiffany lamp? No, it's just the lamp. I mean, it's 100 years ago or 150 or something. It's a very, very famous inventor, creator. So who is it? Who made electricity? Who invented electricity then? Maybe we could say it that way. Yeah, like the light bulb. Yeah, that exactly. Edison. Yeah, Aaron. Correct. Thomas Alva Edison. So that is a 2-pointer for Aaron. Good. And the next, let's see. Oh, well, you wouldn't know this one because it's a Norwegian invention, but let me tell you that the cheese slicer, yes, there is something called the cheese slicer. I think it was because in Norway we were so poor that we had to save our cheese, so we couldn't cut it with a knife because then you would have these thick slices, and then we had to save them. So somebody invented an apparatus that you have to slide it like this, and then you got these thin slices of cheese. And that is a cheese cutter, cheese slicer, and is by Tor Björklund, a 6-pointer, but you wouldn't know that. I didn't even remember that. Then we have the telegraph. Who invented the telegraph? And his surname makes sense. His surname makes sense. Yeah, interesting. It's not. Yeah, Morse. Correct, Rosie. Correct. And that was a 6-pointer. Morse. He was Samuel Morse or Morse. And there is one left. Who? Well, I guess the Chinese did, but apart from the Chinese, who invented dynamite? Who invented the dynamite? It was not Newton. This person is kind of more known for another thing, for prizes. Every year they give out prizes. I'm not sure. Maybe he was Swedish. I don't think he was Norwegian. Nobel, yes, Alfred Nobel. Correct, Rosie, and that was a 6-pointer as well. Okie dokie. I'm thinking I'm going to count who won now. Let's see. Okay, we have a winner. We have Kathy with 18 points. We have Lori with 22 points. We have Erin with 32 points. And we have Rosie with 40 points. Woo, 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 woo. I think it's 4 in a row, isn't it? Rosie keeps winning. Applause for Rosie. Austria. Austria. You're getting pretty used to this, Rosie, to win these quizzes. You have a lot of knowledge, I must say. You and Lori, woo! You know so many things. I love it. Yes, great job, Rosie. Absolutely. Uh, Hyun, are you crocheting also or knitting? And what are you making? If you're making something, it would be nice to know. And another thing, I guess it's really late by you, or maybe it's early. You've just gotten up, maybe early in the morning. And Rosie says, I love quizzes and watch them on YouTube. Oh, are there quizzes on YouTube? Oh, they're like, okay, like Jeopardy and these quiz programs. I also love quiz. Really do. I guess that's why I spend like, I don't know, maybe an hour or half an hour practically every day lately, practicing all the flags in the world. I know all the countries and now I know all the flags more or less. I can manage, but I do not know all the capitals yet. I know also the states in the USA. I may do a mistake or two, like Missouri, Wisconsin, Iowa, those Illinois in that area there. I am not 100%. And he says, I'm slowly and painfully struggling through a sweater. That is awesome. Are you knitting or are you crocheting? It's so great that you're being perseverant and never giving up. I have frogged this. This is the 5th time I start this sweater. I have frogged it until the ribbing and I had to start again 4 times. So 5 times I've started this sweater. Oh, you're a knitter. Cool, cool. Very nice. And Rosie asked what colors you're making, Hyun. Oh, thank you, Hyun. Thank you so much for saying it's beautiful. Red, white, and purple. My favorite color is purple, and my second favorite is red. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. If you want to show us, well, maybe it's not done now, maybe you just started, I don't know. But if you want to, you can either send me an email, send it to me on an email, and I will show it on the live, what you've made, or you can send it on my community post. And if you just tell me that you've done it, then I will show it here. I have a other Mac always with me, so I can just show it like that. We always or sometimes do that when people send me something. Yes, yes, it really sounds very, very nice. I'm going to do one more round now with a red, and then I'm going to get off to bed. Hopefully, I mean, I should at least. It's noon in 5 minutes. No, it's not noon. It's midnight. It's in the middle of the night, and I should go to bed. But it's in the middle of the night. From Annie. Yeah, rest is good. And I'm not good at it. I uh, I should go to bed earlier than I normally do. But I kind of feel like it's waste of time. But anyways, I don't think I'm gonna be really late today. Normally, I go to sleep like 1:30 in the middle of the night, very very late. But nowadays, around midnight, half an hour later, that's what I actually feel like I need to go to sleep. And Rosie says, "Do you also call midnight to 1 hour, not to one the hour of ghosts? Spøketimen, spøkelsestimen. I don't know. I don't call it that, but if we know in Norway do that, I don't know. Maybe we do. Never even thought of that. I'm not too afraid of ghosts. If they are out there, oops! No, what's happening? Dropping the stitch. Just one. Okay, okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the ghosts. Something about the ghosts. Well, doesn't matter. And Hyun says, it's always so interesting to see the time difference. Yeah, here in Seoul, it's 8 a.m. Yeah. And the crazy thing is that it is Friday, and here it's Thursday. Like it's another day. That is pretty cool. So you are 8 hours ahead of us. Yeah, good morning, says Rosie. That's true. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to me. Good morning, everybody. And how do you do? That was wrong. It should have been good morning to me. Good morning to you. That's okay. In 2 minutes, it's Friday. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Kathy says, oh, wow, Hyun, it's almost 7 p.m. here in Southwest Virginia. Yeah, so you're practically half away, half around the globe from each other, minus 1 hour. That's pretty awesome. Pretty cool. 6 p.m. in Illinois. Yeah. And midnight here in Spain and most of Europe, in Austria and whatnot, in Norway. Not in Portugal, though. They're 1 hour behind. I'm almost there, I think. Thank you so much for all of the likes, people. I really appreciate it. I will go live again on Sunday. Let's see, at 6 o'clock European time, which will be 1 p.m. US Eastern and noon US Central. Yeah. And for Korea, that will be in the middle of the night, like 2 o'clock or something. So we probably won't be seeing you here, Hune. Thursdays, I always go live at this hour. Maybe I may not be going live next Thursday though, but I will probably go live Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, more or less at the same hour, maybe 1 hour before. But that's just some random. That's not what I do every week. Thursday is what I normally do, but I may be going to the ranch on Thursday and I may not have time to do it then. If I go to the ranch on Thursday, it's just to drive some visitors that I have here that are going to the ranch. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in my church we have it's a Norwegian. Well, it's not a Norwegian, but it's kind of a main place is in Norway. We have this ranch kind of resort 1 hour from here, and we rent it out. So some friends of mine are going there next weekend, but they're going to stay 2 nights at my place first, and then I may be dropping them off there or driving them there in the evening or afternoon. There I am around. I'm going to move the stitch marker up there. Phew. Okay, so this 18 rounds, or maybe 19 now? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And this was the other thing we worked on. This being the front of the sweater, like that. And start at the back and the bottom here. So yeah. It was so nice to see so many today, and it was so good to have a really live chat, a lot of messages, and I didn't have to sing copyrighted songs. Well, I won't do that anymore. Hopefully, I mean, if I remember to not do that. It's 11 p.m. in UK. Yep. Yeah, 1 hour less, like in Portugal. And Kathy says, it's so cool to see all the different times. Yeah. And Gloria says also, Erin, I'm in Illinois too. And Rosa says, bye-bye, everyone. You're such a great community. Absolutely, I agree. Please stay safe and look after yourself as good as you can. Yes. And same back at you, Rosie. Look after yourself. And yeah, bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, sleep tight also, you guys. Well, you in the States, you don't go to sleep now, but you know what I mean. Yep. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Erin. Yeah. Bye-bye for now. See you next time.